Hello and welcome, I'm Crystal with Owl Knights Media, and I'll be reviewing Genshin Impact's 4.6 update from the perspective of a casual gamer. This game is primarily a single-player game, however, it does offer co-op. It was developed by MiHoYo, a company under the mission of Tech Otakus Save the World. This game can be played on PC, PlayStation, iOS, and Android. I personally played it on the PS5 as that was just my preferred choice. There are a few things I'd like to talk about with this update, from the small things like quality of life changes to the big things like a new map to explore and a new boss to fight. So without further ado, let's dive right in. The first thing I'd like to talk about is a quality of life update they have added to our teapot. Up until recently, crafting furnishings was always a small pain. Between scrolling endlessly to get to the character buff, and also scrolling to get to the new blueprints, we finally see the light. If you wanted to only see the new blueprints, you often found yourself scrolling for a long time. Now there is a filter option that will allow you to just see those uncrafted items. Found something you want to craft and have a character that has a buff to do so? That character is automatically chosen for you. No more scrolling per item you craft. The last teapot update I love is the fact we can now craft 10 items at a time. So doing our weekly Battle Pass tasks has become that much easier. Secondly, I'd like to talk about the update to the Treasure Compass. As someone who likes to 100% every new area, this is something I love to see. Before, you were only pointed in the direction of the chest, which could end up being quite frustrating. Now, there is a small chest icon that shows up on your map, allowing you to get a really good idea of where it is. I actually found myself 100%ing the new area in just over a week, because I was able to spend 30 to 45 minutes a day just running around, doing quests, and using my compass. It felt super satisfying. The third and the last of the small updates I want to talk about is the new profile avatars from World Quests. This is such a cute addition and motivator to doing World Quests. Being able to spend time with some of these NPCs, learning about their lives, and gaining a friendship with them, it only seems right that we are in turn able to set them as our avatars. I'm hoping one day, just like with characters, we will also get corresponding name cards for the world quests as well. However, for now, this is a small update I'm absolutely loving. Now on to the bigger side of the updates. I'd like to start with the new area we are introduced to, the Sea of Bygone Eras. This new area is visually stunning, however, I'd say it's about 80% underwater, if not more. So if you're not a big fan of Genshin's swimming mechanics, this won't be the most fun update for you. The puzzles in this new area are a lot of fun to do, and overall don't seem all that complicated. Like I mentioned earlier, I was able to 100% this area in just over a week, not really going all out crazy on it. So this area, as far as exploration goes, seems to be on the smaller side of things. I do like this new area, I just wish it had a little bit more. The second thing I'd like to talk about is the new character and her story, Arlecchino. She's one of the most powerful Fatui Harbingers at rank 4 out of 11. Her story was interesting and really gives you an insight into who she is as a person based on what she's had to live through. Arlecchino to me is a 10 out of 10. Her playstyle is so much fun and she's crazy strong. She is a 5-star Pyro Polearm user. Her kit surrounds bonds of life and blood debts, making her a slightly more complicated character to master. However, once you master her, you can take on almost anything. I would definitely say she is worth the pulls, and I dare say, when she reruns, I'll be pulling her again to hopefully one day C6 her. Thirdly is the new boss and the new world boss. The new boss, Legatus Golem, is a centaur-shaped golem forged of marble and brass and is a combo of Geo and Pyro. Starting off, you will want to focus on breaking its shield, which for that, I recommend using Geo or a Claymore user. During the shield phase, the boss will summon a totem that if not destroyed will buff the boss, so be sure to prioritize the totem. This boss overall seems relatively easy to dodge, as staying near its butt seems to avoid most damage. This boss drops the Fragment of Golden Melody, which is currently only needed for Arlecchino to level up. The new world boss is at the Scattered Ruins, where you fight the Knave herself. The Pyro boss is quite difficult and has many mechanics that can one-shot you, so being mindful to bring shielders and healers is definitely recommended. She applies a bond of life to you that if you heal out of, allows you to charge attack her, interrupting her abilities. This new world boss has me scared most of the time, just making sure I can dodge her attacks. She drops Fading Candle, Silken Feather, and Denial of Judgment, which as of right now is only used for Arlecchino. The last big thing I'd like to talk about is the new events I got to experience thus far. The first one is the Vibro Crystal Applications. This is a returning event and a favorite of mine. You fight enemies for a set amount of time, either with your characters or trial characters you tried to set a high score with. When selecting characters, you also get to choose the buffs you'd like for each team. This event is fun for whales and new players alike. The latest event I'm playing through is the Iridescent Arataki Rockin' for Life Tour de Force of Awesomeness. That's a mouthful. In this event, we help play music scores, defeat certain enemies or take pics of them, and help locals complete songs they are interested in. With this event, we get a free copy of Goro, which, with the current banner running and the next set, seems a little odd. However, I will never complain of a free character. This event is cute and still ongoing, so I look forward to completing it. To wrap things up, I'd have to say this update is pretty solid. There is so much to explore and many primo gems to gain. I hope you get to have as much fun as I did with this new update. On that note, I'd like to thank you for listening to a casual gamer review of Genshin Impact's 4.6 update, and I'm Crystal with Owl Knights Media, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!